I believe we're on. We're up and running. Welcome to our Q&A.
Our first ever.
Yeah. Hope everyone's all right. It's a bit weird this because we can't sort of directly see any of the comments that are coming through. But we've had some great questions from you so far. And we've got some people that are going to send us some of the messages that you send in. So, looking forward to hearing from you.
And we just hope everyone's keeping well in this crazy, crazy time. And can I just say a little personal thanks to the NHS as well? Because I had a bit of a family incident last week, and without them, I'd be in serious trouble now. So, thanks for me. That's you, Jim.
Yeah. I think just echoing what you said, Stel. It's this crisis has hit us all, and obviously you from a personal point of view. And it's the NHS are a great organisation doing an amazing job.
Yeah, cheers to the NHS for that.
Mm-hmm. So on with the show. The first question. I haven't had any messages yet to say that we're not on, so hopefully that means it's working. Cool. The first question is from B Collector on YouTube, and he asks, tell us that you're preparing a super deluxe 20th anniversary edition of Love Is Here. I can tell you there's a lot of plans in the works, and we definitely want to mark the 20th anniversary of Love Is Here in the best way. Some live shows when things get back to normal, and
we've got some nice
recordings.
We've got some nice stuff coming up with it, haven't we? But we can't really. Too much detail yet.
I think the uncertainty of the world is reflected in the music industry, so it's hard to. We don't want to make promises that we can't keep, but we're really hopeful that things will get back to normal and we can celebrate the 20-year anniversary in the best possible way.
Definitely.
The next one is just a big happy birthday to Marcos Diaz, who's over in Argentina. We love Argentina. Had a great time over there. A couple of trips with the Killers and doing our own shows as well. So hello to all our fans in Argentina.
Barry's going to sing a nice version of Happy Birthday for you.
Kelly's just informed me that I don't think it's streaming to Facebook for some reason.
Oh, right, okay.
But what is it streaming to?
Definitely on Twitter.
Okay. Hopefully someone will toggle us on Facebook so you Facebookers can join the party.
Nice chat.
Yeah. I reckon we just crack on.
Yeah.
And hopefully someone will sort out the Facebook gremlins. The next question, is it on YouTube as well?
On YouTube, we don't know. Just checking. Because we might as well check it's all going,
Yeah.
All there's no rush, is there? We're not going anywhere.
No.
So Ben's actually on holiday, aren't you, Ben, at the minute?
I'm in lovely Margate. Very nice it is as well. It wasn't so nice today. It was a bit rainy, but it's just nice to be away.
And a nice little family break, Ben.
Exactly, Jim.
They love getting away, don't you, Benny?
Hey?
You love getting away.
Can't be a good jolly day, Baz, can you?
Yeah, so it's on YouTube. So
cool.
Just Facebook, so hopefully we'll hit that up as well in a few minutes.
Yeah. Let's crack on.
Well, then, yeah.
We can always post it on Facebook.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the next one is from Kolko Malteser on YouTube. All the way from Serbia, this question. A place we've never played. So nowhere in that region, really.
And a great football player from Serbia playing for Man United.
Is it? Okay, this is a really good question. It's to which song is each of you most attached? I think specifically emotionally, for example. So we'll start with Stel for that one.
What, of the whole catalogue?
Yeah. Oh, hello to all the people on Facebook, 'cause I think we've just arrived on Facebook. So,
hello.
Yeah.
So my favourite song emotionally out of our catalogue.
Yeah, it doesn't specify if it's our song or just generally. So we'll go.
Should we say our song first, then go on for songs that we like love personally from other artists?
Yeah, let's go with our songs first.
I'm going to go for an easy one. Good Souls then for me, definitely.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
I think with Good Souls, when we first wrote that, we kind of wrote Fever, Love Is Here. And we had like a golden, like, it was dead sunny when we were rehearsing, and it was just a great period for us. And we were all going out, hanging out, and going to bars and stuff together. It was just like that 3 or 4 months. And it all came together then. Barry came in and put his little magic on it. And then for me, I think Good Souls, for that reason. And still, now it's even 20 years on, still people talk about that song. So I think it's special for me that way.
Yeah. I think, Good Souls is definitely the big one. But seems as you've already taken that one, I think
everyone's going to go for that. I know it.
I think
I'm Barry.
I wasn't actually. I was thinking some of us.
Really,
some of it. It wasn't a single or anything, but I really like that song. It's the simplicity of it, and the lyrics.
Yeah.
For me, that's
play different. I plug this out to these as well.
For me, I think Fever after Good Souls is like Fever was the kind of early tune that, because Good Souls has been around longer than any of them. But as soon as we got Fever together, it seemed like people started to take notice of the band, and obviously the Fever EP was the first release we did. So I think after Good Souls, Fever is a big tune for us. As I say, Fever again. What do you think, Ben?
I'm going to go for Lullaby, I think.
Yeah.
Because again, like Stel was saying, just a really sort of golden time. I think, like I say, Good Souls have been around for ages. And I think we sort of wrote Lullaby and I think Alcoholic, but I sort of knew we had something really special when we wrote that. So, I'll go with that one.
Excellent. And
what about artists then? What one song from history that we've grown up with that's special to us still? What did you say there, Ben?
But for me,
I
don't know. It's whether you go for an
obvious. You don't say fucking Queen.
Yeah, I was going to say Queen. I don't know. I guess I'd probably say, and I don't know. I'll probably go for what's his face, Glenn Campbell, Wichita Line.
Good choice. Very good choice.
College choice, yeah. Jim.
In My Life, the Beatles. I think.
Good.
It's just an amazing. It's sort of multi-layered because it's got this sort of romance. Because ultimately, it's like in my life, there's no one compares to you. So there's that romantic element to it, but there's also the reflection of the people and the places that he loved as well, and the melody's amazing. The little guitar riff, it's just a timeless classic.
Good choice.
Choice, Jim.
I'll probably say for mine, Riverman, Nick Drake. For personal reasons as well, because I think me and James really bonded over that tune.
Yeah.
I think I was listening to Nick Drake, and I've heard Jeff Buckley, and James was listening to Jeff Buckley and Van Morrison.
That's with Nick Drake for a while still, wasn't you? Just loved him, didn't you?
Just got into him properly, yeah. And great bass player on it as well, Danny Thompson, like bass player. So, and lyrically, I think just still special now.
Yeah, so got an amazing mood to it. That song.
Yeah, beautiful string arrangements. I can't remember who did the strings are, but they're great. Barry?
Probably another Beatles one, maybe George Harrison, something. I really like that one emotionally.
Yeah,
that's a great track.
Definitely. It's a classic.
Is that the most covered song? Is that the most covered song ever?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's got to be that or Yesterday.
Oh, Yesterday.
Yeah. Or that Unchained. Happy Birthday is probably the most covered song.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a question just come through on Facebook if you want me to jump in, Jim.
Go on. Yeah.
It says, what was Phil? This is from Imran Sheikh. He said, what was Phil Spector like to work with?
Oh, gosh. We get asked that a lot, don't we?
Yes, sir. Every time, you go out with a musician or it's a musician you've not met before or someone who's in the record industry, this is kind of the first question we get asked. It's a dinner question, isn't it? Yeah. Or, drinks. So go on, Jim.
I think the whole experience has been, how do I phrase this right? The whole thing has been obviously made that bit more difficult to talk about because of what went on afterwards. So it's hard to kind of talk about his eccentricities and his strange ways, knowing that he's in prison for murder now. It's like it's not as quirky anymore, is it? It's like he's kind of
it's kind of the craziest time for us, really, wasn't it? Because we finished working with him because it wasn't working out musically, and then that tragedy happened.
Yeah,
and kind of people say, "Oh, what's it like? What was Phil like?" And then it's really quite a difficult question to answer, isn't it? Really, because of what transpired.
And I think the most striking thing was that we'd heard so much about what a taskmaster and a strict disciplinarian he was, and that if anything, the problem that we had with him was the opposite, was that he was quite distant and hard to communicate with, and it was definitely a difficult time when things started to go downhill with that project. But I think it's the best thing is to, obviously it was great to get Silence Is Easy and White Dove out of that, and we managed to group together after that whole thing transpiring and carry on and make a great...
It kind of made us tighter as a unit, didn't it?
Yeah, and we made a great record with Danton as well. I think he's
because it was definitely getting stressful between the four of us from that session, wasn't it? And then Phil, we fired Phil, and then Danton Supple, who did on Coldplay and loads of other stuff. He took the reins, didn't he, and did a really good job.
Yeah,
it didn't help starting really in the evenings and working through the night either. It was ideal.
What do you mean, Barry?
Working on the album.
Yeah.
Starting in the evenings and working all the way through till the middle of the night.
Oh, because Phil would only work at 7 or 8 at night.
It would have changed from a late time, would it?
It's all like working a fucking night shift, isn't it?
4 in the morning. Go do a drum thing there.
Yeah, it was a weird time, wasn't it? But we did make. I think we made a good record with Dancing in the end.
Yeah.
So another question come in. Can I ask this one, Jim? Last one.
Yeah.
Are you Team Liam or Team Noel? That's from Bella Moda.
Team Liam.
Yes.
Definitely.
Team Liam.
Yeah.
All Liams, aren't we? All Liam.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I think. I think Liam's released 2 amazing albums, some really good songwriting on them. He's recognised that he's an unbelievable frontman, but he's got some amazing songwriters that he's working with on his albums, and Yeah, he's just he's a proper rock star. Yeah,
his voice is sounding great as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they're both like human beings, like Liam and Noel, but it feels like Liam kind of shoots from the hip a bit more, whereas Noel's a genius as well. He's a great songwriter. I think when he criticizes people, it's a bit more premeditated and based on how it's going to make him look, whereas Liam just says exactly what he thinks.
Yeah, which is funny.
Yeah.
Go on then,
Jim. How does James Stelfox come up with his bass lines from Mark S on YouTube? I find them very rhythmic.
Oh really? Just inspiration, I think, isn't it? Like James will say, all four of us will say the same. I think we listen to that much stuff and try and retain information from like great bass players like Jameson from Motown, and then Andy Fraser from Free, and try and put your own style on it, and then I can only write bass lines to what James gives me as a map, really, as a sketch, and then just try and fill it out, and hopefully some of them are some work, and I don't think some of them are probably known.
They're all good.
Go on then, Jim. Next one.
The next question. I might shut the door because I think I can hear myself. I think someone's listening to this in the other room.
All right.
So the next question is from Crystalisa. This is a long name. Crystalisa Guillem on YouTube. And they say, I discovered you through the song Way to Fall, being used in the credits of Metal Gear Solid 3, and always wanted to know, how did you guys feel about that?
I'll go for this one. At the time, because none of us are gamers.
Apart from when we used to play FIFA together.
Yeah, apart from on the back of the bus and I was the FIFA champion.
A few fights.
But I think because we obviously weren't gamers, but as my son's got older, his friends have now say, "Oh my God, that's your dad's band in that," because that game was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We just heard off our manager, "Oh, we've sold this to this." We were like, "Oh, whatever." It's just
didn't really think anything.
We didn't really think anything. No. But like young kids in game now, it's like it's still quite a big thing. That I think. But like I say, I've never been a gamer apart from FIFA, have we?
Yeah. But it definitely helped our fan base. People who would never have heard of Starsailor.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can only relate it to like being on the end of a massive closing credits to a massive film, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, I think it's great as well because Hideo Kojima, who kind of came up with that game, he spoke about the band a lot since, and it was obviously a personal decision, and that kind of meant a lot to us. That, like you say, we're not all enthusiastic kind of gamers, and we wouldn't profess to be. But if someone's kind of creating something, if it's a game or a film, if the decision has come directly from them, then it's a big honor to be part of it, and to know that that was part of their vision for the game, rather than a sort of last minute decision from a committee or whatever. And that's a big deal for us, and it's come up trumps when we've needed some money as well. It's still, unlike music, games are still selling. So yeah.
And it's kind of a weird song, isn't it, Way to Fall, because it's not really commercial. One of our most commercial.
Did it get any radio play or anything like that?
I don't think it ever got to radio, did it? Yeah. But there you go.
Okay, this next one is a bit of a risky one.
All right.
Can you tell us a fact or amusing anecdote about one another?
I can tell you a few about Ben, but you know, I'm not sure.
What about that time when we gaffer taped Barry into his bunk?
Yeah.
And I threw up.
Oh, so we were on the tour bus. I think had a great gig the night before, and we were like all got really hammered, steaming drunk, and someone, I think it might have been Les, our techie, said, Barry, so we was in the morning and we had to get off, and said, let's just gaffer tape. He had this like really strong gaffer tape, so he said, let's just gaffer tape him in the bunk. So we did. We put loads of gaffer tape across his bunk. And unfortunately, Barry was that hungover. He needed to get out and he couldn't. He ended up being sick all in his bunk. Sorry, Barry.
Cruel.
It was cruel. Well, Leslie's idea, mate.
Oh,
Mate.
A few of Leslie's idea.
Yeah.
My favorite anecdote is when we were on tour in America and we wrapped all Ben's own belongings up for his birthday and gave them back to him. And he only realised that we'd have wrapped his own stuff up, because we wrapped up a book. In fact, I can't take the credit for this. I wasn't involved in I keep saying we. I think Stell was definitely part of it.
Yeah.
But the book was wrapped up, and he opened the book and was like, "Oh, thanks, lads. I've already got this one." And there was
a CD. There's definitely a couple of CDs.
There's a CD.
But Ben's that nice of a guy. He was like, "Oh, thanks, lads."
I think he only realised when someone had wrapped up a house brick.
It was
But yeah, that was a good laugh.
You do quite a lot of movie quotes as well, don't you, Ben? That's like one of your fortes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do a few, guys. I'm not doing one now.
You do more beers. You got some good movie quotes, haven't you?
So we haven't had any anecdotes about me or Stell. So who's gonna go first?
Well,
Well, Stell doesn't like germs, so since coronavirus, he's always had Dan gel in his pocket anyway. He's always got Dan gel.
That's a strange anecdote, Barry.
I'm just trying to think of things. So Stell's always got hand gel in his pocket.
Stell always has hand gel in his pocket.
It's a good in that manner.
You've definitely got some about me, Stell.
Oh yeah, it's just hard to think on the spot, that, because I don't want to get you in trouble as well. You know what I mean? So,
am I going to have to say an anecdote about myself?
Yeah.
There was, I think, the drunkest I've ever been.
Oh no, I'll stop you there. I'll stop you there.
Yeah.
Me and Jim were asked to, and Ben were asked to the football. Ben didn't come because he was hungover from the night before. But we asked to come to this. What was it? Footballers Awards show.
Yeah.
And basically,
HMV Awards, football awards.
Yeah, basically everyone was there, all like the stars of the day, and it was brilliant, really. And like Ferguson was there, and I think who was the Liverpool manager at the time? Maybe Dalglish, was it?
Dalglish wasn't the manager, but he was definitely there.
Well, I know he was there because that's what I'm going to get into. So anyway, it was free drinks, and me and Jim was just getting absolutely like hammered, and I've never seen Jim as pissed as this. So anyway, we were asked into this private bar, and anyway, we kept on drinking, and Sam Allardyce, who managed Bolton at the time, had like a little group listening to him, like Mark Hughes, like Brian Robson, Gordon Strachan, really like honoured, legendary English Premiership football, English football players. And then Sam was giving a team talk about formation, saying, I think, the wing backs have got to come in, I'll play 4-3-3, it's the new way. And Jim went, nah, bollocks to that, mate. Play a 5-4-1. And then everyone just went, and Sam Allardyce went, oh, you, fuck off. That was a good one for me.
Yeah, no, that was a good night.
It was a good night. It was not a great next morning for you, though.
No. Maybe, yeah. If any of you sort of meet us out in a bar, we'll tell you the rest of that night. But there's so many anecdotes. It was amazing.
It was an amazing night, and Ben missed it because he was that wrecked from the night before.
Yeah. The night before, so there you go.
Any others?
Take it a bit easier now.
There's loads.
40.
Yeah, there's loads of that we've been sent through. David Bate off Facebook. I think he must think that we're old or something, because he's like, "What's the first vinyl album or single you all bought?"
All right. Well, we are. That's it. I tell you what, my first vinyl is like first single was Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.
Classic.
And I still got it. It's in G minor. Still great now.
It is.
Larry?
I think my earliest memory is Billy Joel, Uptown Girl.
I thought you were going to say the Coming Out. I was Jimmy Somerville. Yeah.
Vinyl wasn't really a thing when I was started buying singles and albums. It was cassettes were still going, and obviously
were you not buying vinyl? No.
You could buy vinyl, but it wasn't what I bought music on.
We've got 3 years on you. Stell's got 4 years on you.
Yeah, didn't you? Hello,
I remember you could get like 5 cassette singles from the bargain bin at Townsend Records in Chorley. And one of them was I thought that was on silent. One of them was the Pasadena's I'm Doing Fine Now. Does anyone remember that one?
I remember that one, yeah. What was yours, Ben?
Mine was Prince, 1999.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty cool one, that, isn't it? I don't know how that happened.
It's just a Ratty record collection we should get after that.
Nelly the Elephant as well. Got that one.
Nelly the Elephant.
Another one, which is a bit weird, I bought Holding My Shoe by Neil. Remember Neil from the Young Ones?
I think I bought that.
Well, that one. I think that might have been 1984 or something, maybe.
Young Ones was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But myself and Ben, because we grew up together, we used to go vinyl shopping every weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
We used to have some great stores, didn't we? We used to go to Manchester into what's it called?
Metal albums, wasn't it? And
what was the one in Manchester called? I can't remember what it's called now.
Oh, what was it? Hot
Massive
Wax.
one. No, the massive one in Manchester.
Oh, Power Cuts.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember, but it's great, wasn't it? It's like
What was the one as well? One of them was down on a.
It was like 2 floors, wasn't there? It's just amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, love it again now. Like bang right back into it again. So.
Well, that is coming back a bit in it, vinyl.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Here's a question from where's it gone? Becky Brown. What's your favourite gig you've ever performed, and who's with? Jim.
Favorite gig? What?
We've ever played.
That's a difficult one. I always go back to when we supported U2 at the Stade de France.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty special because Force to the Floor was #1 in France as well, kind of, if not exactly at that time, then certainly just before or just after. It was definitely making waves. And I remember at the time Snow Patrol were doing really well.
Yeah.
And Run was massive, and I don't mean this in a sort of malicious way or anything, because we've met them and we think they're a great band and all that kind of stuff, but it felt like they were kind of overtaking us a bit, and they were on after us in France, I remember playing Force to the Floor as the last song and kind of bumping into them and being like, go on, lads, follow that.
I tell you what, that's weird. That's weird you say that, because we did get quite friendly with Snow Patrol, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mandy Brookfield just said, how about this going on tour with Snow Patrol when this is on the lockdown's finished, and they'd be put on a proper show, the two of you. As a,
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a great gig.
That'd be a good film, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So listen, if Mandy, if you know people to sort it out, let's get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Should I go back to the list?
Yeah, I've got
maybe this could tie in. Lee Thompson on Facebook. He's seen us 7 times when he lived in the UK.
Yeah.
He's now in New Zealand. Any plans to tour down under?
Well, hopefully for sure.
Yeah.
I think when we do next year, the 20-year anniversary, we'll hopefully get to go to some places that we've not been for a long time. And down under is for sure one of them for me personally.
Yeah, we spent a day in New Zealand, didn't we? Still, did an overnight trip.
Yeah, and we went to all the radio stations, didn't we? But
yeah,
I remember
Barry, we just sightseeing, weren't we?
We went to like a meet and greet in the morning, didn't we? We were all just cracking beers open. I thought, this is great.
We
was like, oh yeah, we all drink beers in the morning. I was like, we should leave it
here. We did at least 6 radio stations and started at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and they offered us a beer at every single one. It's like, normally it's us drinking beers at unsociable hours, and the people there going, can you not drink beer? Well, at least back in the day it was. We're a bit more sensible now. But this was the one occasion where we're like, really, at 10:30 you want to be giving us a beer?
But we loved it, didn't we? Yeah,
it's a great place.
I've been back to Australia quite a few times since then, but I'd love to go back with us lot, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Maybe we could do that tour with Snow Patrol in Australia.
Yeah, why not?
And New Zealand, obviously.
Hopefully it won't take 2 days to get there next time.
I think it just does, Barry. It's just a long way away.
It's the other side of the world.
If this is a tricky one. I think I know what the answer's going to be, though. If Starsailor could only be remembered for one song, which song would it be and why?
Good songs again for me.
Yeah.
Just for what it's done for us as a band, and what it still means lyrically. It's like so positive, and it's perfect for like what's going on at the minute in it with all the heroes at the NHS and stuff like that. So I think it's when Jim wrote this lyric, if you get a timeless lyric, and there is a lot of timeless lyrics, but to have that one in our arsenal, I think that's for me. So that's me.
I think like you say, the fact that it's kind of hit a nerve or whatever with what's going on now with the NHS. It's you never kind of plan those things, but it's a massive honour that it's took on that meaning, and people can relate to it in that way. It's, I'd agree. I think we all agree really that Good Souls is the one that
it's been in our set since the beginning as well. I don't think it's ever.
And probably the first song we played with you, Barry, when you joined them, I'd imagine that would be Good Souls, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Probably. So it's special for many reasons, that song, I think.
Yeah.
This next one's an easy one. Say happy 50th birthday to Simon Calvert. Happy birthday, Simon Calvert.
Easy.
Hope you're hope it's not been spoilt too much by what's going on at the moment. You're still able to celebrate with your loved ones.
Well, we celebrated your 40th birthday, didn't we, Jim?
Zoom birthday.
On a Zoom birthday with all of us and Jim's family, which was nice.
And the next question is, who's the best band you've supported or been supported by? Not at a festival, just gigs that we've done.
We supported quite some really great bands, haven't we? It's hard to choose, really.
Yeah, I think it's hard to get past the Rolling Stones for me. It's like
same for me.
Legendary.
Then you've got the smaller bands that were obviously not at the level of Rolling Stones, but we've got Charlatans and the Dubs who were supported.
Yeah.
Good shout, Barry. Good shout, that.
Yeah.
I was probably, you know what, actually then, so saying that, Barry, I'm going to nick Barry's answer saying Charlatans, because that US tour we did with them, and the arena tour in UK was some of my favourite moments, touring with another band.
Well, we bonded with them as well, didn't we? Which was,
well, we've still got a great friendship with all of them now, haven't we? So
yeah. But the Rolling Stones to play stadiums and that is mind blowing, you know, for that reason.
Yeah.
Different reasons, really.
Okay.
I think in terms of bands that have supported us, there's an Irish band called Hal, who, like, their melodies and the singer, and it's like proper Beach Boys harmonies, and I'm not sure kind of what happened to them or what they're doing now, but I just remember they were.
Yeah.
I Sat Down was their big tune. We've had some great bands support us over the years.
Yeah. And Keen.
Yeah.
And then they went. So they were nice guys, weren't
they? Yeah.
No, we did loads of gigs with Coldplay, didn't we? But they were kind of more festivals, weren't they? But we were on the circuit with Coldplay for a good 18 months, weren't we, really?
Yeah. I think in terms of like legendary bands, obviously the Rolling Stones, but in terms of like actually bonding with a band and continuing a relationship and being a band that we love, the Charlatans are a good shout there, Baz. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more, Jim?
More questions?
I've just seen on one of the feeds there, Simon Lyon from college. Remember him? He just said, "Say hello, hello, Simon."
All right, Simon.
He's a good lad. Gidley Lane. He was the one who used to live near Gidley Lane, Barry. Yeah. So he's mentioning, do we still listen to Faith No More? Because that was a big band for me and Ben when we were young. But I'm not really listening to them for a while, but still love them.
Good band. This is from Alejandra Marquez on Facebook. Would you consider recording or playing with other musicians? I'm not sure if she means or he means
as a collective.
If they mean, I'm not sure if they mean us with them or us. Let's go with like, who would we have guests with Starsailor?
Well, any other drummer. I'm joking.
Speak of that, Star Fox.
Sorry, I'm joking. So are you about singers then mainly?
Singers or guitarists, or obviously we've had Andy play with us and Mark and stuff. So that's been great.
And the Charltons and Rick from Embraces play with us, haven't he? And obviously produced our last record.
Yeah.
Singers, maybe a female duet would be nice.
Yeah, I always think Nora Jones would be amazing. Yeah. And
obviously recently we've all been into Phoebe, aren't we?
Phoebe Bridgers, yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers is, so.
Bruce Springsteen.
Reaching the edge.
Yeah. Come on, Bruce.
Come on, get yourself together. What about you, Barry?
Play some of that, you bad, aren't you?
I don't know, really. I don't know. Not really got any preferences.
What about a decent keyboard player you could have playing with us then?
Well, you got me. You're not a keyboard player.
All right, then an organ player then. All right, scrap that then.
The other part of their question is there a particular cover song that any of you'd love to perform as a band? I guess that we haven't done before.
We have done some good covers, haven't we?
Yeah.
Grandma's Hands was good. And, Van Morrison, did we do?
What young lovers do.
Yeah, the way young lovers do. Did a good version of that. In fact, Van Morrison got in touch with our management when we recorded, because Van Morrison is always quite cutting about people who record his tracks, and allegedly he doesn't like most of them, but he actually called our management at the time and said, listen, I love the version these guys have done. So that was a real, I don't know, nice gesture. Like,
we've always come on stage, or a lot of times we've come on stage or come off stage to Sail on Sailor, the Beach Boys, but we've never covered it ourselves. That might
maybe
be
that's because vocally as well, because unfortunately there's only you singing, isn't there?
Yeah.
Maybe Barry keeps threatening it though.
We did become a Small Faces as well, didn't we? Was that a B?
All or Nothing, yeah. For the Help album.
That's favourite.
We're up for covering anything really, as long as James is happy with the vocals and it's fine. We're back to do anything really. James is happy singing it.
Yeah.
So Craig Simpson has said, were the gigs you did in South Korea as mad as they look on YouTube?
They were amazing. They're brilliant. Yeah.
That's our best reaction, I think, we've ever had anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you said I didn't go to Mexico with you last time, did you? What you said Mexico was unbelievable as well, didn't you? You three played there, didn't you?
Yeah.
They literally know every word, don't they? So every song is incredible.
Yeah. Korea. How many times have I played Korea? 4 times.
Yeah.
And every time it's just been brilliant, hasn't it?
Yeah. The respect's just incredible. It's a real honour.
And the hospitality when you get to the country is fucking great, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You're treated like kings, aren't you?
Should I give us another question?
Yeah.
This is a long one. Caroline Lewis on Facebook. To me, very unique and powerful vocal style that seems to have been fully formed from your first album.
Hold on a sec, Barry's gone.
Yeah.
Barry's had enough.
Yeah. This question's about me, and no, I haven't had any formal vocal training. There was at one point my voice was going during a tour, and they brought like a sort of vocal trainer in to teach me some exercises. And I think even that I was kind of reticent about, because I think we're all quite proud that we sort of don't need any help with what we're doing. But I think obviously as a vocalist, you've got to keep yourself in good shape when you're doing long tours. So that turned out to be quite helpful, kind of learning some of those exercises. How do I look after my voice? I don't drink quite as much as the rest of them, but I do drink a bit, and try and kind of save my sort of big nights for when I know I've got a day off the next day. I think that's, to be honest, I should probably do more, but that's really the only kind of routine that a few exercises before I go on, and wait for the big nights before a day off.
Here's one for you, Ben, Jim.
Yeah.
By Paul Lewis. Can I quickly ask how Ben and Jim feel about Liverpool winning the league?
Yeah.
Delighted.
Only been 30 years coming, so
30 years.
Yeah.
Finally.
It won't. I hope it won't be another 30 years.
Yeah. I hope it is. I hope it's 60 years.
But, we're in good hands with Jurgen Klopp, definitely.
Here's one from Paul Cook saying, who influences you today? What modern artists? Already touched on Phoebe Bridgers, haven't we? Especially for me,
yeah.
I think.
I think an artist from the last sort of 10, 15 years, Bon Iver, just keeps coming back. Like, all his albums and his music is one of like a handful of artists that as soon as I know they've released something, I'm sort of desperate to hear it. And It's the quality control there is pretty good as well. It's all. I saw him live as well at the Hammersmith Apollo a few years ago, and he was amazing. Yeah, Bon Iver for me.
For me, it's going to have to be a Michael Kiwanuka. Absolutely love him. Incredible voice, amazing songs, brilliant strings and arrangements. So yeah, definitely him for me. So.
Here's another one. Where did it go? Oh, I can't find it, sorry. Go on, Jim, carry on.
So Lynn Hamlet on Facebook is asking about the Mad Monks on Coming Down. She's like, who decided to do this and why? How it comes in like 10 minutes after the album's finished.
Is it the backing vocals off Coming Down?
Yeah.
It's Steve Osborne's idea, I think, was it?
I think the initial, like the backing vocals were his idea. But I can't remember who decided we should put it as an extra. I think it was just a nice moment, wasn't it? We were all laughing, and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't seem sort of fitting with the rest of the album, but we wanted to show that we had a sense of humour as well, because it's quite a deep, heavy record. So I think it's just a bit of light relief.
Finished it off nice, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Steve laughing at the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
There's a couple more. Can you tell us about the process that brings a song to the point that you record it? I think it depends on the song, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
So some of them I'll kind of have more fully formed, and others we sort of start off with a very small thing like a couple of chords or a little melody, and they grow together as a band. Like, yeah, I think it is quite magic when it comes together, and especially the ones that come together quickly. It's like, yeah, that's that. The drums sound right, the bass sounds right, the keyboards sound right. And
it's the ones that don't need writing, really.
Yeah, you just immediately.
Yeah.
But I think
But then the ones that you put loads of time into are when they do come out great. That's a great feeling as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it helps that we're all passionate about our instruments, and I think that's what's quite unique about the band is that we came together as musicians, whereas a lot of, like, no disrespect, like there's a lot of great bands who came together at art school or whatever, and it's like, well, I can't play anything. Okay, you can play this, so you can. Whereas we're all sort of really into what we do and have been since way before we came together, and I think that shows in our musicianship. And I think part of that is knowing what not to play as what to play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I agree. Yeah.
I could feel myself twatting on there.
I just stopped listening to it.
So anyway, guys, it's it just really came together. And
someone's put your good friend with Andy from Travis.
Yeah.
And he stepped in for me at Mexico.
I did a great job. He did brilliant. Amazing.
Well, to be honest, he was that good.
So I don't know. So anyway, they're saying, wouldn't that be a great headline, co-headline tour? Or,
oh yeah.
Or with Travis, is that something we think?
We did those shows in Argentina and Chile, didn't we, with Travis and the Killers?
Yeah.
Which were pretty amazing. So yeah, we'd love to play with them.
Yeah. Good bands as well.
Yeah, I think we have to kind of say hello to our Mexican fans, in particular. Outside of the UK, Mexico and South Korea are the best fans. So Yeah. No disrespect to anywhere else in the world, but you need to up your game, basically.
We used to have from Mexico, traveling to
Yeah.
We used to watch us before we went to Mexico. And we said, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
So it was great that we managed to get there.
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, great place.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The final question that was kind of put to us before we started doing the live thing. Simply, please tell me you're making a new album. Again, it's like we're writing new material and we're hopeful that it can come together and yeah, watch this space.
We've got some great stuff at the minute.
Yeah, we're excited.
We just don't know. I don't like the rest of the music industry. You don't know when it's going to be possible.
Everything's very uncertain.
But hopefully, I think we can get back in a room in the next month or so and we'll be writing again very soon, I think.
We made a great start in January and February. It's just before the lockdown.
Yeah. So I think that's all the questions that came through before. So has anyone got any final things that have come through while we've been on live, or should we wrap it up?
I think should we have one more question, or do you want to? I think if people have enjoyed it, we'll definitely do this again if you want to get more questions in.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we could definitely look at doing again in the future.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
If we get a good response and people want it again, we'll definitely look at doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when Ben's back from his holiday.
Got better Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Play with me out.
Right, gents, then should we wrap it up then?
Cool. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Later.
Cheers. See you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for the questions, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
See you later, boys.